Welcome back to the fourth quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick, Andrew, and we need to work it quick.
Sponsors.
We have 15 minutes to pass on some good news and talk well about our sponsors.
I'm ready. Sont partis. Don Léger Appraisal Service. If you need to get your property appraised, if you're selling or buying, you got to get a good value of the property, whether it's commercial or if it's personal. Don Léger can help you with that. He handles all over Acadiana, from St. Landry Parish to Lafayette, St. Martin, Acadia, Evangeline, Iberia, and Vermilion parishes. With over 30 years of experience throughout the region, you want someone who can give you a good value for your property to see what it's going to cost you to buy or how much money you can realize by selling it. Call Don Léger Appraisal. And let's go with Piggly Wiggly. All your groceries, Piggly Wiggly, 2 locations in Opelousas, 1 in Lafayette. Simsport, Louisiana. Downtown, beautiful Simsport. They get you everything from the seasoned meats to the good smoked meats. They've got great pots, cast iron pots. They've got those nice cast iron pots with the porcelain finish and burners as well. Full-blown grocery store, already seasoned meats, deli on the south end, also do catering for you out of the Piggly Wiggly there as well. Go by the Piggly Wiggly, the pig knows best. 2 more sponsors, I'm going to hit them all in one shot. Steamboat Warehouse, get mama away from the smell of her own cooking. Go by the Steamboat Warehouse in beautiful downtown Washington, Louisiana. Historic Washington with the great cypress finish beams in the building.
And that particular building was built around 1820, in the 1820s.
Nearly 200 years old. Chef owner Jason Huguet was not there then, but he understands tradition. He understands good Louisiana seafood, good Angus steaks, great selection of wine and adult libations. Go by the Steamboat Warehouse and enjoy their food, and try to look them up. Steamboat Warehouse on Facebook, and the brand new website with gift certificates purchasable on their website. And one more, the Quarters Casino, just north of Opelousas as well, I-49 North, exit 23. They've got El Pico de Gallo Mexican restaurant and authentic Mexican cuisine. They've got great gaming there in the casino side. They've got Subway sandwiches and pizza in the convenience store, Stuckey's candy, and all kind of great things, including souvenirs there in the quick stop, as well as Chevron fuel, diesel, gasoline, well lit, well covered. Go by the Quarters Casino. Okay, now we're going to get to some photos, right? Photos. We've got to finish our photos right now. Let's go back to the boxing.
Okay.
We got some of the guys, the
two more sluggers there.
That's right. And Noel Bunal was there with you.
That's right. And his good friend, Mr. Craven. And Mr. Craven's young son didn't win, but put up a good showing. He's very inexperienced. He's just coming along. And I might add that Noel's friend Craven, he was quite a professional himself. Quite a professional.
Pretty big fist on him.
And this is a young man who works out at the same gym that Noel works, Torrey Williams. And Torrey won his fight. And the man on the right of him, his name is Dupre Strickland.
Man, you might be related somewhere down the line.
Well, somewhere down the line. We're checking it out.
There you go. And we got these 2 beautiful ladies.
That's Tori's, I think, girlfriend, maybe wife on the left, and her little friend was eyeballing somebody. I think she had.
She had a boyfriend.
Yeah,
there?
I think
That's
so.
good.
I think
Nothing wrong with that. Supporting the home crowd.
2 more.
That's the heavyweights there.
The young man on the left won that fight.
Big guys. Look at that.
And boy, that was a battle right here. And Superman won the fight and didn't qualify for the finals. He couldn't pass his medical. His blood pressure was just a little bit on the high side.
All that working, and there they are.
And there they all would run. And
Ramp Spar, back up. Ramp Spar was there as your bodyguard, I guess?
Bodyguard, looking out after me.
Ramp knows how to take care of you.
And
here's
this
the school
is
bus.
the bus that I spoke that Shelton bought real. Dad Shelton kind of, it didn't come out too good. I was kind of moving. He was trying to leave, and I was holding him back.
Shelton's out of Karen Crew with Backstreet Boxing Clubs. And he takes care of these
look at how happy those youngsters
kids.
are. And the gentleman, his assistant on the left there, kind of looks like him. Maybe it's a brother.
And then y'all went to eat supper at Préjean's?
At Préjean's, that is correct. And that's Mr. Nolan Cormier in the middle playing the accordion, and then your classmate.
James Perry on the left.
On the left.
Good morning, James.
And then all the way on the right is Mr. Gervis Mott.
There you go.
There he is, right there.
Gervis Mott and the Rain Playboys.
That's his band.
So been around a long time.
That's right. And he's been handling the bands there I want to say for 34 years.
The house band at Prejean's.
Yep, and he helps
puts together
change
a group.
They change the bands and all that. He's kind of in charge of that, and he can catch some beautiful sacalette. He knows where those honey holes are.
And there's Noel.
I ate some of them. There's Noel and Ramp, and then the young lady is Miss Andrea.
I've seen her at Prejean's too. Does a good job.
Look at that smile. Those young ones can really do well, and that's Dr. Hernandez's young son, and I can't think of the name. But anyhow, thanks for all of your help.
Two little girls boxing.
Yep, the only little female bout they had, but they put on a good little show. Cute
and
little
I'm gonna
kids.
keep rolling through.
And that's Jesse. Everybody's bigger than Jesse, but
he whips them all.
But he whips them all.
And I got you with the guys, Mr. Dupre and all. And there y'all are. This is a meeting y'all had of the Boxing Hall of Fame Committee.
Hall of Fame Committee, and we're gonna do that
Bobby on the right.
I want to say it's the 28th of June. We're gonna move it up a little bit.
Ronald Freeman, one of the most decorated boxers in Louisiana high school
full-time
history.
state champ.
And on the right, we've got
Carol Gilbo.
Carol Gilbo.
And Carol, I'm picking at you now, Mr. Carol. You said that you were wondering why Don Stemmons was always on the show and you weren't. Well, here you are.
You on this week.
You on this week. And Larry Oye from Mamou, Louisiana.
And Bobby Swallow there on the right.
Bobby's a full-time state champion.
And a
national
college champion, too.
LSU college champ. And Poochie East and Poochie, of course, handled all the money and selling of the tickets and did a great job. And then on the right of Poochie is Riley Fontenot with the glasses. We lived half a block apart, and then Nutzik all the way on the right.
You got it. And that's the whole big group meeting there. I see Bobby LeBourgeois in the background again.
Yep.
I see Philip Cresswell.
And in the kind of light colored shirt is our leader, Mr. Don Landry from Baton Rouge, or lives in Baton Rouge.
And he keeps those emails coming with the whole group, sending them around.
Mr. Moore.
Mr. Moore there in the blue shirt and the whole big group.
Then we've got the whole group of us. We really had, and we chose 36 more of the boxers and a few coaches
to be inducted
in June. So we'll be giving you the details as soon as we get them all printed up, and we'll mail them to you. And Vic is getting a treatment from
therapy.
The last little lady that we had not had an opportunity to get a picture of last week.
And how about some more photos? These are some photos you and I got out of the Leonville area. They did the cleaning up of the Bayou Teche area, and we want to cover a little bit of that.
Look at how beautiful that the
clean
bayou
it is
can
already.
look.
And then they're in there pulling stuff out from underwater. That's a barge being put down that's owned by Aquatech Services. That's our friend Paige Melanson, who's a Leonville Town Council member, who runs Aquatech.
He was at that supper the other night
exactly.
at Bond Briggs' house.
Really nice guy, and they brought all kind of great equipment. The sheriff, of course, showed up with his boat.
You say that looks like
you donated.
The boat I donated.
I think
Could
so.
be.
I think so.
Kind of looks like it.
That's
it's got
right.
a center console.
And they were out there for safety to make sure everybody, if they needed a hand, they could get everything done. And of course, Bobby Decatur with the volunteer fire department with Leonville.
And he's
did
in
the
charge
food and
of the street and the services offered by the Leonville town.
You got it. And of course, Mayor Joel Lonclos was helping out, making sure his little party board was out there to help, and his son Billy.
He's the mayor.
He's the mayor, Mr. Mayor down there. And of course, they have the Tour de Teche the first Friday in October. That's their big event down in Leonville. And you see all the kayaks. I forget who donated the kayaks. It's part of that Teche. You go to techproject.org, I think. They got all the information about when they work on everything. And of course, the Laverne family. T. Floyd.
Laverne.
They all come out that Leonville area originally, and they were out there helping to pull some of the stuff out. And one of the things they pulled out, you and I were looking at, was a 57 Buick. What do they call it? A Roadmaster?
Roadmaster.
Roadmaster was the big car.
That was the car.
They used the Aquatech barge to pull up the car while T. Floyd and them pulled the car out on the bank. But can you imagine? It's been underneath the bayou since the 50s. And pull it out. That's a wheel from an old-time planter that they found. You know, they're going to use that, put in some antique place or decorate with. I mean, that, old-time.
I'm going to soon be the Cajun picker.
So, you think so?
Yeah, I've got my truck, but I want a van. I want a van.
And I saw the
just like the
guys
American
on TV
pickers.
Right? You're not going to be like Sanford and Son. You're going to be more. You're going to make money on it. You're not just going to have the junk
I'm
pile.
going to donate it. If I make any money, it's going to go to the cerebral palsy. palsy clinic.
There you go, good move. And there's the Leonville water tower, so they just got that all repainted, and just looking down the Bayou Teche, and great deal. Want to congratulate everybody who was so active there, and I know you can go to the project, the project website to see more pictures and see all your friends. Want to thank all of them for helping to take care of the area. You know, the Teche is so historic for the Cajuns who migrated here throughout Acadiana, so big deal. And you know, also, what else we got to talk about?
Real quick,
go ahead.
I just got a text from Billy Reynolds with Evangeline Downs,
yes,
quoting me the renewal price. I think David might have sent her a check with the same amount as last year. We were missing each other, so now she's quoted the price, and we'll be renewing the seating area that I've had since we opened Evangeline Downs in Opelousas.
There you go.
And that's going to be on April the 9th. It'll be
the beginning of racing season.
yeah.
Ils sont partis.
Ils sont partis. You better believe
there
it.
They go.
And there they go. And Evangeline Downs, of course, now is part of the large Boyd gaming companies. And everybody's excited and hoping that it's even better than ever. And talking about racing,
yes, sir.
Steve Asmussen, one of the leading trainers of all times, even though he's a young man, he was up for consideration into the Hall of Fame. And there's some bad news came out. His assistant trainer was quoted, was taped undercover, and it's not pretty. And Steve has released him from his duties, at least at the present time.
May have been running horses in questionable ways, horses that probably shouldn't have been running. That's what the rap's
and
about.
If you're going to do that, you're going to knock out a lot of horsemen and a lot of horses, because little aches and pains. I've got aches and pains, and I take a little medicine for it, you know. And anyhow, Steve Asmussen, I've met him personally. He's raced in Opelousas, in all of Louisiana.
Right.
And then you look at man charged with animal cruelty. And Bill Fontenot, the president of the parish government in St. Landry Parish, told me recently, we were drinking coffee in a conversation, and this is an area they're really having problems with, is people take in these horses and they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and then pretty soon they find out that these horses that have been in training and all of that, they don't adapt well to grass fields.
You're right.
They need some regular type field and good alfalfa type haze.
You're not going to take a racehorse and turn him into a ride around the yard.
Not too easy.
That's not the same.
You're going to have to keep him. Anyhow, we've got a lot of problems with the horses after they do their racing. Is nobody wants them right now, and they used to be able to sell them to foreign countries, and they would make food out of them for humans, but not. And they've discontinued that, and now we have a real problem. And we got prayer book time, and each week we ask you, or both Andrew and I ask you to consider attending the church of your choice, and we give you a little thought here. My Heavenly Father, you always will what is best for me. Guide me to my own good according to your will. Thanks for viewing, thanks for listening, thanks for telling a friend, and thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.